Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode here on the Jsocraft SMP Season 3 Amplified server. This is episode number 30. Oof. Oh, never mind. No! Get it! Got it. Alright, this is episode number 30, not 40, I don't know. To be honest, I don't even remember. But this episode we're starting things off here at JSO Hamlet, as GT calls it, Spawn Town, as always, and in front of our modern spawn house over here, because we're gonna work on this place a little bit today. We're going to work on this place a little bit today, and particularly underground over here. So a few episodes back, we made this place over here, and here's a fun fact. The little pond we made a few episodes ago is right above here, so we got some water dripping down over here. But that is absolutely fine. There's no problem with that at all. Gives it more of a little basement feel, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna do this thing down here now. Last episode we did this place over here, this interesting design of a roof and some flower pots, all sorts of goods over here. And now we're going to do this over here. Now this, if you don't know what this is just a little path that takes you all the way over here and into this place. Now if you remember this was the old basement, the modern basement. Here we had our storage room, there we had all sorts of stuff, and here was our original entrance. There was like a little piston. Is that a piston over there? I think that's part of the 3x3 or 3x1 staircase thingy. But this was the original way to get down. You would step on a string, and then it would bud a piston. Or no, I'm saying this completely wrong. It would update. It would block update a budded piston. Then it would retract and open it, and then you would fall to the slime block and bounce back up and land over there safely. And yeah, and we tore all that down because I didn't like it. I liked it at the time, and even a few days after I originally first built it, I was like, wasn't very good. This I kind of like, to be honest. I'll probably just swap out some of the materials to make it look a little bit more like the theme we have going currently. But I really like that design. I think it looks really, really cool. So we're going to continue this over here. We're going to bring it down here. And then I thought over here we can have some sort of mini farm. Now I have a few mini farms on my channel, and if you haven't seen them, you should definitely go check them out because they're awesome. It is I have a 3x3 chicken. It's a 3x3 chicken farm, which is fully automatic and fully lossless, which is pretty baller. So that will supply some food because I don't want to go all the way over to the chicken farm that is way on the other side of the town to get me some chicken, and I don't want to buy anything because I'm a poor man on the server at currently, at least. Let's see if TechCorp will give us some more income. But the other mini farm I have is a cow farm. It's not really mini, but it'll definitely fit over here. In fact, I think it's exactly 5 wide. But the only thing I hate about it, or I don't hate about it in particular, but I hate cow farms because the cows are such a pain to work with. This is an even number now. I messed this up. But yeah, cows are such a pain to work with, I swear. I already made a single cow farm, a design that was made by Tango Tech LP, and I cannot stand working with cows. Just my personal opinion. But yeah, so as I said, we're probably gonna continue the theme we have going, and I'm not sure what type of theme it really is. I guess it's medieval or something like that. I don't really know. But another idea I had for this hall over here that will connect to that over there is maybe some sort of entrance to the redstone for our garage door over there. So I think that'll be pretty cool because I find myself many times this somehow breaks or somebody breaks it. Just as a joke, many times it happens. See what happens if you spam it, then eventually it'll, like, the double block extender will like mess up, and then the piston will be extended and stuff, and it pulled and stuff. It's really funny, and then it ends up, I think I put a clip in some episode, I can't remember which, where you can see, I think David was just spamming the button and messing with me, and like you could see just a giant spruce tower out above my house, which is really funny. So yeah, instead of digging my way in there, it would be fantastic to have a proper entrance to that thing. So we are going to start working. So I need to get some materials. And actually, this gives me a perfect opportunity to show you guys what I've been working on off camera. Just a really small thing over here. I'll quickly show you. Alright, so it's right over here. If you remember a few episodes ago, I said that I had a plan to somehow make a path that connects the spawn hamlet over here and the iron farm way over there. The spawn chunks in particular. The iron farm just happens to be located in the spawn chunks. And I had a cool idea. So Dib and I thought we would do this. Currently I'm just doing this, but I had a really sweet idea, you're coming for me, that make a really wide gravel path all the way over there. It's a good like 500 blocks, and then on the side we'd have little stuff. So I thought what would be really cool, I don't know exactly how we're gonna make the entrance to the town itself. I thought maybe we can wrap it around like that because there's a nice little opening over there. So maybe a nice bridge, kind of like what we already have in the town already, that will wrap around this mountain very nicely and smoothly, and then connect into over there. But this oh, here we go. But this path over here would be a really long and wide path, kind of like we have already, made out of gravel with some coarse dirt around it, like so. And I thought that what could be really cool is that near the town itself, where it's more civilized or whatever, we can have stuff like this. So currently I just have a little oak tree. I was about to say oak tree farm over here, which a lot of people I find do it just in random places, just plant it down. But so now we have a proper place to chop these trees down, which I think is very, very nice. Then on the other side, maybe we can have a big hopper platform where you could chop down those big dark oak or spruce or even jungle trees, which I think will be very useful. This is no fully automatic wither el mango tree farm or anything, right? This is just a nice little industrial semi-automatic farm. Well, this isn't even semi-automatic, but the hopper ones I guess you can call semi-automatic. Here come the horde. Hoya! But yeah, I think that would be really, really cool. And then another idea that I had in mind is maybe in some point in the path, because this is like a swamp and stuff and all the trees, the goal is not to disrupt any of the natural landscape. We want to preserve what we have. So as you can see, I already kind of wrapped the path around this nice little natural lake, or a pond, better say. So that would be really cool. So maybe we can do in between the swamp trees a proper witch hut, or just a little building, an abandoned, you know, overgrown ancient building or whatever, you know, some vines and cracked stone bricks and mossy stone bricks and stuff like that. I think that could be really, really, really cool. But yeah, so I need to get some oak. That is the reason I came up here. But first, let's have a quick nap in Zaf's what did he call this? Stump. Humble adobe. He calls it a stump. It's Zaf's stump, everybody. That sounds so weird. But yeah, so now I need to get some of this oak wood, because we use quite a lot of oak wood in our base now, don't we? So let's get this party started, shall we? Let's start building the hallway. Now this is a very relatively short hallway over here, and I got 1 stack and 8 oak wood from a single harvest, and that's actually relatively good because it's not that many trees. And because while we're working over here using up this oak wood, the chunks over there where the little tree line or whatever you call it is loaded, so the trees will resume growing while we're working. So it's kind of like an endless supply if you think about it that way. But first thing is first, we gotta figure out what we want to make the floor. Over here we had a stone slab floor with a stone brick outline, which I think works really nicely on a small scale. On the large scale, I'm gonna call this large, right? We don't want to use something like that. Personally, I don't want to use something like that. Here it worked really nicely because we have these, it kind of wraps around this small room over here, plus it goes out over here, which I think looks really cool. We got the oak. I think that looks really cool, but over here I think I just want to use a single solid material, and if not, we can use a combination of 2, maybe a little pattern, or even just on the 3 wide, like on the middle of the room we can have a material, then on the edges of the room we can have a material going around like so. But first thing is first, in a building, this is how I like to start off. We gotta place down the foundation. So this hallway is going to be 5 wide, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we're going to put another oak wood column like so, and then we can have, let's see, we want to have it here. So here is going to go another one, and I definitely want to put something over here. I want this hallway to be cool, so while you walk through it, you can have something to look at instead of just rushing through it as fast as you can. Let's get to the interesting stuff already, when the interesting stuff are over here already. So in this little 3 wide over here, this is aligned perfectly with the middle, so I thought maybe we could put something really iconic here, maybe like a little trophy. I have a lot of mementos and stuff that people on the server have given me throughout this year. Actually, recently the server hit, or not the server, this world hit a year anniversary, you can say, which is really cool. We've been playing on this server, or not the server, I said it again, on this world for a year. The server has been up for over 3 years now. But yeah, so maybe we can put like mementos. We have like little books and little renamed items that people have given me throughout the year, which is going to be really, really cool to put somewhere here, hang them on the wall. So currently over here we have these oak wood columns in a 3 wide gap, so we can have, let's say, 1 2 3, another column over here, 1 2 3 column, 1 2 3 column, and that actually aligns perfectly. No, it does not align perfectly. Let's dig this out just so we can have an idea. Alright, so I dug out a little bit more of a room over here and laid down where the pillars are going to go. So this is how it's going to go. So we got 3 3, and then we have 3 3 5, which I think would be okay, because this is kind of where the turning point is. So you would walk over here, and then you would turn left and head down. Then we'd have another pillar over here, obviously. And I think I'm going to keep this room how it is, except maybe change these cyan stuff with some oak wood over here, or is that some other material? I don't want to use cyan because cyan is more of a modern theme, and this is more of a medieval theme. Cyan we can save up on by taking all this stuff, all the cyan we use down there, and maybe use it somewhere on the surface over here, because our building theme on the surface is modern, as you can probably tell, but underground it turns medieval and evil and stuff. So I'm gonna get to work a little bit, and we'll see what I can do. Alright, so I've done some progress over here. So I ended up actually doing the floor as I said I would try not to do, because I couldn't find a very good combination. And I thought, we did it over here, we might as well continue it. I first originally thought to make the floor as spruce, because we have the spruce stairs, so kind of continue it. But I think this kind of breakup really works very nicely. Plus we have the spruce for like the slabs, the little stairs going down, and I think that works really nicely. Other than that, I have these 2 little sections over here that didn't take too long to make, except this one. I'll show you what that is in a second. This is just an access for the garage door, as I said I would do over here. We just come up here, made this nice little area. I think it's very, very cute, humble. And then we have access to this redstone over here. So never more do I have to dig my way in and usually break a block with a redstone on top, which is really good. This is the access for this. Now this is my 3x3x3 fully automatic lossless chicken farm, and if you haven't seen it, you really should check it out because it's amazing. So I kind of had to get away with several stuff. I had to build this whole thing 1 block down in order to get this glass block here, so we could see the chicken heads like right there. They'll be inside, they will be inside of this glass block over here, and obviously because it's an opaque transparent block, then they will not take any damage, any suffocation damage, as they would if it were to be a solid block. A little gold block behind here just for the aesthetics. I think it looks pretty cool. I'm rich, so no, I'm not rich actually. When you have a gold farm, gold is not a problem. And the way I got away with it, actually, other than building it down, I had to like wrap a hopper line over here. You can actually see these are some furnaces over here on top of the hoppers to decrease tick lag made by the hoppers, because they're constantly searching for items to transport or whatever. So I wrapped it all all the way over to this dropper, which actually has some junk while building it. And then 1 block above this dropper, there is the chest. So I kind of like have this little thing over here, and this perfectly fits. You can see it's all nicely hidden behind this stair and this log over here, and that will then this over here is a jack-lantern, which actually works, cooperates with redstone. So we will do this, you know, as soon as the chicken goes into the cooked chicken goes into the dropper, then it'll go up into this hopper, then into this chest. So that works out very nicely. But now the only thing I need to do in order to get this little chicken farm going, which is going to be super useful, sudden cut right over there. As I was saying, no longer do I have to go all the way over to the public chicken farm, which is free anyways. This is more convenient because it is closer to where I'm working usually. So now I need to go, speaking of the public chicken farm, I actually need to go over to the public chicken farm to grab myself a crap ton of eggs in order to fill up the chicken farm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to temporarily disable how the farm is usually running by destroying the comparator that detects if an egg goes into the hopper, and then it'll dispense it over into here. So we're going to do this. We're going to, well, I guess that works too. We're going to break that. Actually, that didn't work. As I was saying, we're going to break that over there, and now, yeah, we already have 4 or 5. Look at this. So I'm just gonna go AFK here a little bit and wait till this fills up. Jeez, that was fast. I started editing this episode, and I only got all the files in and all organized, and we already have a whole what, 9 stacks of eggs. So there are a lot of chickens here. Alright, so my inventory is full of eggs, and now it is time to put this comparator back so the farm will return to how it used to be. And do I have any stacking blocks? Sure do. Alright, let's do this. Put the comparator right over. Oh, this is going to be a tough one. Okay, right there. How about we put the comparator in from this side? Am I even going to be able? There we go. Alright, let's try and do this. Check this out, guys. We're going to completely. Alright, here we go. Place the comparator. Can I? Okay, I can break that block. It's cool. I know what I'm doing. Okay, I was a little bit confused there. I was like, why is this not working? But yeah, so now I got all these eggs. Now I just need to go over to our base and fill up the chicken farm. Alright, so it's time to put all these eggs into the farm, and I showed how to do this in the video, but something I didn't actually think of at the time, and I just thought of it now, was putting trapdoors over here on these blocks like so. And I am stupid. I was sure I could put another trapdoor right over there. So that's why I made 4. But this will kind of prevent the chickens from bouncing up into the edges of the cauldron. It is a bit finicky to push them in afterwards. So what I'm going to do now for the next 10 minutes or so, or probably not, like 5 minutes, is do that. There we go. We got already 1 in there. We got 2. Perfect. Get in the cauldron. Yes, he fell in. Perfect. So that's where we want them. As you saw a second ago, they were kind of like on the edge. We want him to be actually in the cauldron, like those 3 are, like so. So it's a little bit tricky, but it's definitely possible. Pro tip for getting the chicken into the cauldron: instead of what I started doing in the previous clip and what I did in the tutorial, you can actually put a dispenser facing into the cauldron that you want to put all your chickens at, with a block on top. In this case, I'm using glass. A non-solid block is recommended, obviously, so when they grow up they won't suffocate. But you can just put a dispenser facing in there and just put all your eggs in there and just hold right click. That is so much easier and so much better, and kind of obvious if you think about it, but for some reason I didn't think about it. So I also added an annotation in the video just to make people's lives easier. But yeah, this is great. Terrible disaster. No. Oh well. You gotta do what you gotta do. Oh no! 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 Oh my god. Come here, you. Yeah. So, I think I got them all, but they're so tiny that they can fit in like half a block underneath a slab. So it's going to be a little bit difficult. So if any JSO members are watching, if you find a random chicken underground, like this guy, then you know why. There's some strong advertising right over there. So it's been a while since the last clip, since I last recorded the clip. For you guys, it's been like a few seconds. But that is because I yesterday came back from Minecon 2016, and I was about to release a few videos. I pre-prepared a few videos, but the internet wasn't working for the whole day before I left for Minecon, so couldn't do that. So I'll release them over the course of the next week or two. But I'm back, and oh, okay, let's deploy our elytra. I fell there. There's a new thing here, and it's got a lot of red arrows pointing to it, so this can't be good. Let's have a read. Curiosity. Hello, valued customer, and welcome to Zaf's. Wondering why it's a curiosity shop? Well, you must be curious about what we're selling. Zaf's is currently in the business for some emerald ore. In exchange for 1 emerald ore, you will be paid 1 diamond block. Are you kidding me? That is a deal. Simply place the emerald ore into the hopper and look in the chest for your payment right of the hopper. Zafs can only reimburse for 9 emerald ores, after which any extra ore placed into the hopper will result in 0 return for the customer. It's first come, first serve, so get the diamonds while they're hot. Indeed. Orders for Zaf's premium elytras will be fulfilled in due time. The shop itself will also return with said orders once business here has concluded. Want your elytra sooner? Help contribute emerald ores or contact the owner directly. Emerald ore. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I want to go looking for that emerald ore in the extreme hills biome over here. This is what I've been looking for. And check it out. 1. I see a green pixel right over there. Ta-da! Perfect. We already got 18 diamonds from those 2 blocks. Did I say 18? I meant 27, 36, 45, 54. 63, 72, 81 diamonds in total, and wow, we came out in some place I've never been to before, right behind, inside this little mountain right over there in that water source, right behind a lava fall. Where are we? I'm going to be honest with you, I have no idea where I am, and I didn't venture that far when I started digging down. I didn't venture that far from Spawn Town, so I'm just going to head in a direction, and hopefully it'll lead us to some familiar land. Well, literally 10 seconds after I cut the previous clip, that looks familiar, does it not? Yes, here we are. Oh, can we do this? Come on. We sure can. Look at that. And someone dug up a lot of dirt over there. Did you see that? That's weird. Through the cave. Whoosh. And let's see if we can make it straight over to Zaf's. Yeah, just that. Zaf's. That's what he calls it. A little bit up. Close enough. But there we go. 9 emerald ore. Let's just quickly double check if we are correct. Here we go. 1 emerald ore. He will be paid 1 diamond block. So, I guess we just throw the emerald ore like that. That didn't work. By the way, this is a very interesting design over here. He used what looks to be a minecart with furnace and an anvil inside of it, which is very clever. I never thought of that. Can we access the hopper? Sure can. There we go. And then we put the chest. Wow. Okay, well, you, my friend, owe me 8 diamond blocks. But that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen, for this episode here on the Jsocraft SMP Season 3 Amplified server. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you have, make sure to click on that like button. And if you're new to the channel, why not subscribe for more amazing videos? Jsocraft, oh, dun dun dun. You will find out what that tune is in one of GT's episodes in the future. But if you haven't subscribed already, why not subscribe for more Jsocraft, more tutorials, more amazing videos like this one. That's it for me, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.